Good morning. Happy to be with you again this morning. Kind of a cool gray day, but still a day God has given us and a day that we can enjoy His blessings. Um, I woke up this morning remembering a dream. I don't always remember my dreams. In fact, most of the time, I don't remember my dreams. But this morning, I woke up and I was remembering this dream that I had had where a basket of flowers had been delivered to the church after a funeral. And the funeral was for someone who had passed away many years ago. Her name was Lizzie Mosey. She was one of the sweetest women I've ever known in my whole life. If you'd go to Lizzie's house, as soon as you would sit down, she would stand up. And it even was to the point where Lizzie was unsteady on her feet and couldn't go very well, but it didn't matter unless you just insisted that she not get up and go. As soon as you saw her getting up, you would have to say, Lizzie, please don't get up. Don't go to the kitchen. Don't fix any food. I'm fine. I don't need anything to eat. And she would just almost insist, Deed, I want to fix you something, and I'd say, no, just, it's fine. But she loved to cook. And if you walked in her house, she was headed to the kitchen to fix you some food. And she just had this gift of hospitality. And so that's whose funeral the flowers were from. And as I was holding them, as I was holding this basket, it had a bunch of white roses in it. And I don't know what that meant or what that was about. But anyhow, Carol, her daughter-in-law, stopped by out of the blue. I don't know why. It's a dream. And I gave her one of the roses out of that basket. And the next thing I know, I was in Delmas's house, which is her son, and I was giving his wife one of the roses out of the basket. And they all wanted one because they wanted to press it in a book and save the rose as a reminder of Lizzie. And so then I had to go to Amy, her granddaughter, and Christy, her granddaughter, and that's as far as I went in the dream. I know there were other grandchildren and great-grandchildren, but I didn't get to all them in the dream. But they wanted a rose to remember Lizzie by. And it made me think about how important it is, because I woke up remembering Lizzie, remembering her hospitality. That was her gift. Her gift was hospitality. That was one of her spiritual gifts. Her sweet spirit, her sense of humor. She loved to laugh, and she was one of those people, when she laughed, she just shook all over. She was just a very, very special lady. But I remember reading in Proverbs, Solomon was telling his son, remember the things that I have taught you, and don't let them depart from your mind. And I'm sorry, I should have that reference. I didn't write it down. I looked it up this morning. The scripture is on my phone, and I can't go to it without stopping the video. But it says, remember the things that I've taught you. Remember the things that I've commanded you. And don't let them depart from you. And Solomon was telling him that because he was saying, I'm going to give you some very important information. I'm going to give you some very important truth. And people do this in our lives all the time. People give us important truths from their lives, from the way they live their lives, from the way from the things that they say. They give us important information about how we should act. And sadly, oftentimes those aren't the things we remember. Sadly, oftentimes what we remember are the negative things that we're taught by people. The bad attitudes, the anger, the frustration, the bad stuff, And we need to remember, we need to realize that we need to take a look at these godly people that are around us. For some of you, maybe teens that are watching from camp, look at the lives of your parents and grandparents and say, what is it that I've got to learn from this person? What is it that I've got to hold on to? What rose do I need to take and press so that I can hold on to that, so that I can remember that? I don't know if you've ever done that or not. When Ryan was in elementary school, his teacher used to take them on nature walks, and they would bring back flowers that she would teach him the names of these flowers, and then she would make sculptures from these sculptures on. They would make a picture. They would put it under glass and put it in a picture frame, and they would have these little shapes and stuff made out of these flower petals, different flower petals. And we kept Ryan's for years and years and years. In fact, I'm sure it's still around someplace. But we need to take those good things, those good memories, those good lessons of those that have gone before us, or of things that have happened in our lives, and we need to press them. We need to hold on to them and hold on to those truths. That's part of the way God teaches us. That's part of the way God instructs us, is through the lives of godly individuals that walk before us. So, whose rose do you need to take and press into a book or under glass so that you can remember those truths? I'm talking figuratively, obviously. Hold on to those precious memories that God gives you through the lives of the people that he sends in your life that love you. Well, got to go. Got a lot to do today. Say that every day. Everybody does. Everybody's busy. Hope you have a great day today, and I pray that God just fills you with blessing today. See you later. Bye.